The following announcement has been paid for by Rasslin because we don't have any sponsors.
Hey yo, full Money in the Bank review on the Rasslin YouTube channel right now. We recorded it after the show. Go check it out. It's there. It's about an hour and 10 minutes for life.
Rasslin, that's wrestling. Rasslin, that's wrestling.
We're back and the streak is still intact. Yup, 5 episodes in without being canceled. And this is the Rasslin YouTube channel and you are watching Stoolwire. It's the fan interactive show at Barstool Sports for professional wrestling. And this week, we're going into some fan questions. We got some fan questions. I asked you guys about the internet and whether or not professional wrestling would be better off without it. I also asked you about Jungle Boy, or maybe not Jungle Boy anymore, Jack Perry, and what you guys thought about his heel work right now that he showed you guys the other night on Dynamite. So we're going to get all into that, and let's kick it off right here. We got to kick it off with the most electrifying segment in all of entertainment. It's the poll segment, and yes, the question was, would pro wrestling be better off if the internet did not exist? So if we look at this poll, again, it's another landslide just like last week. 70.5% of you said that pro wrestling would be better off without the internet. 70% of you said that, and 30% of you said no. That's crazy. I mean, damn, you guys must hate spoilers, must hate the IWC. But let's see what some of you other damn marks thought. I took some of the comments. Let's talk about them. It was Cam Cleary at Cam Cleary 2. Without the internet, the returns and debuts would be a lot more surprising like they were back in the day. Amen to that, man. Listen, I was born in 1985, right? So I was on the verge of when the internet became an actual thing. And let me tell you, being a kid growing up during the Attitude Era, you didn't know things were going to happen. Like when Jericho, right? Like we didn't know necessarily if you weren't in the know reading the sheets, you didn't know that he was going to appear in August of 1999. And when he did, the next day at school was awesome. And the reason is because the internet was in its infancy. Like you weren't able to shuttle along news the same way that you could. So from that perspective, yes, debuts and surprises, returns, to me, that may be the best part about pro wrestling, and we miss that now, or they're few and far between. When they're done right, but it's few and far between nowadays, and it sucks because that's some of the best parts about pro wrestling. Now, okay, I know you guys are sick and tired of hearing from me. You're not even in the business, man. You're just another mark like us. Why is this guy talking? Well, you know what I did? I went out and I got people with actual experience. I got professional wrestlers, and whether or not they think that wrestling's better off without it or better off with it. Okay? So I'm going to throw it to these two guys, and you may have seen them. They're one of the hottest tag team acts in all of professional wrestling. They got the best style you've ever seen. They're built like Greek gods, okay? And they're pretty damn funny, too. Here's the Even Stevens.
Thanks, Nick. And Steve, that is an interesting question, don't you think?
I do. What exactly would the indies look like without the internet?
Hey guys, what's going on?
How are you?
How'd you like the show? How'd you like our match?
Yeah, I mean, we had a real barn burner for these bad boys, let me tell you.
Yeah, we did. Oh my god, your guys' match of the night. You guys should be in WWE. You guys are the next guys, for sure. No doubt about it.
You guys killed it. Really
No
good.
notes.
Really good.
No notes.
Really good.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking to them. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you so much,
That's
guys.
so sweet.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, guys. Get home safe. Take care.
Thank you so much, guys.
Be good. Dude, what? I don't know. Was it bad?
You don't even like them.
No, they're the worst, that's the thing. But what am I supposed to do? They were standing right there. Sure, if there was a platform for me to say this anonymously and message them directly, then sure. But a platform like that doesn't exist, Jerry.
I mean, it doesn't. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Tiger Driver 91.
Tiger Driver 91? What? No, that's so unsafe. There's barely 50 people here. What are you thinking?
What do you want me to do then? Hurry up, we're losing them.
Just do a pedigree, but let the arms go, like, really early. Like, we don't need to kill ourselves for this.
Oh man, if there was no internet, I'd be so happy.
Sure, man. Anyway, if we've been to Even Stevens, back to you, Nick.
All right, thanks, guys. I think. Let's see, who else we got here? Next up, we got Shady-Shade at Shady_Shade. I wouldn't know what New Japan Pro Wrestling was without it. That's a good point. When it comes to getting the news on different types of promotions, different type of indie promotions, it's tough to even know that they exist without the internet now. You wouldn't know unless they were in like a local market and you were able to go see them, or word of mouth, right? That was, pre-internet days. That's how you found the tape trading. And I think one of you guys had a question or talked about that. That's how you found out about things like New Japan Pro Wrestling. Personally, I didn't know about the whole New Japan scene until much later on in life, and it was probably because I read it on the internet. So you got a point there. Let's see, who else do we got here? From Rasslin, you guys hit me up. We got Sam D. So Sammy_GD said, no spoilers, no tribalism between companies, no douches that never left their mother's basement spouting off with dumb shit left and right. Absolutely would be better without the internet. So Sam is an angry guy. You're an angry guy, Sam. Sam GD, gosh darn, maybe the GD means. Listen, we don't got to be angry at people that like the internet. We don't got to be angry at people about the tribalism. I think it's important to be passionate about what you like. I do think that the tribalism is kind of getting mixed up with people that just want to be followers, right? Like, I still don't believe that a lot of people like what they say they like online. I think they like being a part of liking like a particular product or promotion, and they like feeling, part of a team. Now that's cool. I understand that, but I think it's much better if you just stick to your guns and say, this is what I like and this is why I like it. Me, I don't like the flippy stuff. I don't. I've been on record saying it. New Japan Pro Wrestling is not my cup of tea. I respect people who like it, but for me, I'd much rather the stare down between Rock and Hogan at WrestleMania 18 than a 45-minute match between Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. That's just me, though. I'm not saying the other person's opinion is wrong. I'm just saying mine's probably more right. Moving along here. Let's see what we got. We got pessimism of the intellect at Trills_Parcel. So your name has me not optimistic. So of course it's better with the internet. I would much rather be able to find any promotion and any wrestler's work in a matter of seconds than trade DVDs with some neckbeard across the country in order to see Okada match. I'm not a child. I can avoid spoilers in the whiny IWC posts. Listen, first of all, spoilers are not easy to avoid, okay? If you go on the internet, it's literally impossible. I mean, you could see a spoiler just by happenstance, but just by looking at your Twitter timeline and just see the outcome of a match. So yeah, mister, I can avoid spoilers. So you're just gonna stay off the internet all the time because spoilers are literally posted in real time. So better without the internet. Don't know how old you are, but And who's to say that they're all neckbeards, right, that are ruining the things? Now, I'm cleanly shaven, but that doesn't mean that there aren't some neckbeards out there that are respectful and don't spoil shit. Like, the neckbeards make up a lot of our fan base, so we need to respect the neckbeards. Me personally, I'll never have one. Don't need one. I'm not going to shed the people from the old jawline here, but lighten up, pessimism of the intellect. Maybe get some optimism in your life, all right? Look at the brighter side of things, okay? We're just talking professional wrestling here. It's not that damn serious. Until it's serious. Next up, Prince Z Money at Z-Man's Da Best. He said that, no, how would people be able to find out about the Yep, same thing there. So how would people be able to find out about the, I guess, international and indie company superstars unless they were in the know? I get that, but wasn't it cool to be on the inside and to find something before everyone else found it? That's when you knew someone really liked something, right? That they stumbled upon it and they shared the fact that something was awesome with their friend, and that created a groundswell. And then more and more people started to understand, hey, like, this is awesome. Go check it out yourself. And they would go to live shows, and there was this kind of like this just growing popularity, like kind of like the indie scene, the underground scene of like punk rock. I think that's cool. Like the internet, like sometimes people don't even see the actual matches. They've never seen these people in person, and they're saying that they're the best on the planet, but they've never seen them live and in person. It's because the internet is telling them to think a certain way. So from that standpoint, like I think the internet is a negative, because I truly believe that people, if they were to see things on their own time with their own eyes without being influenced by others on the internet and their voices, I think opinions would change across the IWC and the wrestling landscape. Okay, just a dude at Great Lord Jason. The internet is the only reason why I got back into pro wrestling. Now this is a key point. Without the internet, right? Like there's a lot of people that maybe you were older and you dipped out and you saw a clip later on in life. You're like, holy shit, Edge is back in 2020. I'm going to go watch this now. Let me check it out. And now you've seen the bloodline. You've seen all this great storytelling because you got back into it because of YouTube and because of these other platforms. They were able to show you like, hey, look, like they're still around. They're still doing awesome shit. And look how dope this is. So the internet does play a role into why, wrestling's as big as it is today. That's undeniable. Like wrestling could not be as big without the internet. That would be a dumb statement by me. And you should probably, if I said that, you should just stop watching this show altogether. I know some of you say you don't watch it and you say it sucks and that Brandon Walker should be hosting the show, but he's not here. Okay? I am. So let's head into the Ask Rasslin segment. So this week I proposed this question to you guys. I said, what's your first impression of heel Jack Perry? Formerly Jungle Boy. So as you saw on AEW Dynamite, he came out and he was a straight up heel, right? He was talking about how he's banging the hottest bitch in the place. He's got the aviators. He's kind of dressed like Christian a little bit. You can see the swag coming out. But what did you guys think? What did the kind people of the IWC have to say about heel Jack Perry? Let's see. Here we go. So John T. Kelly at John Kelly 177 says he needs a mouthpiece. It isn't believable heel on the mic by himself. So I disagree. Okay, so I disagree with that, and here's why. Jungle Boy or whoever, Jack Perry, is not a big guy, okay? If you're going to have a mouthpiece, you need to be a machine. You need to be a monster. You need to be like Brock Lesnar, okay? That's when a mouthpiece works. I can't see like Christian Cage just talking for a guy who is smaller than him. To me, it doesn't work. I think he can be believable on the mic. I mean, people didn't think that Dom Mysterio could be believable. I think people were giving Dom shit early on, and now look at him. Now he's not only just one of the best heels, he's one of the most popular acts in the WWE. So maybe he wasn't as believable, on Wednesday night. But I don't think he needs a mouthpiece. And I don't think it works if he did. Let's move on to the next one. John Kent at Clark_K3NT. Clark Kent, so maybe this is Superman. Already more character than Jungle Boy. Now, this is what I'm talking about. It's about character. Character is what gets you over in professional wrestling. The moves are great, and Jungle Boy or whoever, Jack Perry's moves are incredible. But ultimately, those only get you so far. You need to have a character. And this character as a heel, as the good-looking heel who's dating Anna Jay, that's a better character than the kid from the jungle who wasn't talking and was moving around with a dinosaur. Okay? I like this character. I like what I saw on Wednesday. I think the kid has something in him where he's got some bent up frustration that he's willing to get out. And as soon as he finds his, his rhythm with the mic skills, I think we're all going to understand that he's one of the better heels that AEW has. Sean D, at Sean DX2000. I'd stick him in Bullet Club Gold and let Jay and Juice handle the talking. Okay, here's what I have to say about that. I think he has a better character than both those guys right now. Right now. I say his heel character is better than what Jay White and Juice Robinson have going on for themselves right now. You put him in Bullet Club, he's going to disappear. You put him in Bullet Club Gold, he's gone. He's just another part of a faction. Jack Perry can be a big star, and he should be a big star. He doesn't need to be in a faction. We have enough factions in AEW. Let's move on to the final segment of the show. We're talking voicemails, and we got one this week. Let's hear what this dude had to say.
Hey there, Nick. I assume it's Nick in charge of Barstool Rasslin.
In charge of Barstool Rasslin.
I just got done watching Dynamite. And man, I get it. Sting wants to be around here and there, but that ladder spot, he doesn't have to do that to make us appreciate him any more than we already do. I mean, just the fact he was in a tornado tag with Jericho, Darby, and Sammy was amazing enough. Like, if you want to put on a solos match, that's fine. We don't ask for these death wishes. I mean, he's 64. He can't be doing this forever.
Age is but a number, my friend.
When he does crazy things. But that ladder spot, in my opinion, is just too much for him. Let me know what you think.
All right, first of all, thanks for the call. Thanks for leaving the voicemail. I'll address the first thing. So I get the question every day, who the fuck are you? Where's Brandon Walker? And you said I was in charge of Rasslin. Well, yeah, I'm in charge, basically. I put out all the content. What you guys see is typically coming from me. I got some people that help me. But I just want to make one thing clear. Brandon Walker is the face of this show. He is Rasslin. Now to answer your question, which I'm forgetting at the moment, but I think it was about Sting almost killing himself the other night. Yeah, so Sting, it's one of those things where it's like you hate to see when these guys, are clearly not in their prime, but they're still putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment. Now, I still think Sting is in pretty good shape for 64, right? That spot was pretty damn crazy, especially when we're seeing younger dudes just take, we saw Kenny take the Tiger Driver, all that stuff. But, Sting is 64 doing that, got busted up. But it's one of those things like you don't know what you got until it's gone. And Sting is Sting. And as long as he's got the face paint on, I can suspend the disbelief. I can suspend the fact that is still Sting to me. All right, guys, that's the show for this week. Happy 4th of July. Let's remember it's America's time. We're talking Hogan. We're talking Angle. We're talking Jack Swagger, the All-American American. Del Welks, the Patriot. We're talking who else? Hacksaw, Jim Duggan. Ho! It's the 4th of July, okay? But what else I need you guys to do? I need you guys to follow, okay? I need you guys to follow Rasslin everywhere, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, at Rasslin Barstool. We are everywhere, so go find us and go follow us there. And if you want to help out, because I see the DMs, you want merch? Hey, are you a graphic designer out there? I can't pay you, but if you make me a cool design, okay, I'll see if I can get it made. And what can I pay you with? I can tag you and say, hey, this cool guy did this graphic. That's what I can do. Anyway, that's Stoolwire, that's Rasslin. Happy 4th of July, and I'll see you guys next week.